Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. I am praying this audio works. I plugged it in and then I just have to cross my fingers because sometimes if it's not in a particular shaft and twisted the right way, it has this weird like slinky sound effect that goes harrrr. I've done a couple videos now where that has come out and I literally go into meltdown mode because I hate technical problems. So you guys, oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you for all your beautiful feedback on the cool steampunk cards. I loved those so much. I was really impressed because I had a preconceived idea as well that they would be, very sort of too monetized and things like that, almost like Disney style. But they were very artsy and the book was extraordinarily impressive in its beautiful poetic verse. I loved it, loved it. And all your comments and your feedback were terrific. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. So today I was just watching this video. Gregory Scott, I enjoy him, and I am sorry, I just hit the tripod. He was doing this topic on, he just does his everyday energy, and he had this card, and it was, how this person could disperse their energy, and it was very elegant energy, it was very profound, it was very balanced, and it was funny, I was saying, you can use your energy to simply just go for a swim and wade around in water all day and, ground out and be relaxed, or you can do research, or you can do this or that, you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of people come to you and you make a lot of sense in this card. And I was like, as he was reading this to us, I was like, it calmed me down almost instantly and grounded me out to do this, because sometimes when I wake up, I have so many ideas. I literally start acting like the roadrunner, and I'm like, Melanie, you have to purposely slow your voice down, because I know when I listen to other readers, I get a little bit of anxiety if they're racing. I feel hurried, especially before work. So I'm purposely slowing my roll and slowing my cadence of speech down so you guys can feel more chill. Because I am very sensitive to sound, and I know when I get revved up and enthusiastic, it's like I now understand something. Okay, when my guides come to me and I get these messages and I feel very propelled to do something, it's not going to go anywhere. That idea is still in my subconscious, my regular conscious. I write it down. It's not going anywhere. I can then act on it when I ground out and calm down like I'm doing now. So hopefully now and in the future, I'm going to be very chill. It's great. I like to have enthusiasm and be revved up, but my thought process goes so speedily that my voice follows, and then I actually make up words and skip words and speak another language when I get going that fast, so I got to calm down. But I want to share this one thing before I start because I thought it was so funny. I woke up at 5:30 to bring my son to his bus stop, and I go to check your comments and answer them. And I'm going to continue to do that for as long as I can. Every comment, I want to know what you guys are thinking, how you're doing, how you're feeling. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. And I turned on my iPad and it was on full blast. So I said, Siri, can you tell me about my bluebird? And that's as far as I got. And she literally on volume 10 goes, I'm sorry, Melanie. And I put it on pause and I go, God damn, Siri. I go, do you have to be so goddamn loud? Without missing a beat, Siri, the computer, goes, just watch me. I literally died. I was on the couch. I laughed for like 15 minutes. I couldn't even get a hold of myself. I'm like, that is the best thing. When a computer can tell you off for being a bitch to it, it can turn out to be a bigger bitch to you. I'm like, touche, Siri. She could teach Alexa a thing or two. Good God. It was the best morning. And that actually got me in a really good mood. Because I'm like, yes, slow your roll, girl. And I've never, I don't think intentionally ever been bitchy or unpleasant to another woman, unless someone just needed to be shut down for just being an a-hole. Like I said, I've had movie stars come into my place of business, and I'm not sure they're movie stars because they don't wear signs, and I just be like, hey, you look like so-and-so. And one of them's like, oh, that's because I am, and I don't know how to respond to that. And I'll just say, well, you could say hello, and I walk away. You know what I mean? I'm like, not impressed. I'm like, yeah, it's very weird how people get this self-important thing. It's like fine to be confident, but be a little humane at it as well, So next time I'll bring Suri and she'll slap a bitch. And she has an English accent, by the way. Because Ian is English, he did it with an English accent, so it sounded even better. I was like, oh yes, my dear. Nobody's getting played. So yeah, this is going to be, pick a card. What vibe do I give off? I just loved that idea so much. when it came to me this morning. I was looking through all my files, and I save every single private read file. I print it out so I can go back, and if there were if there were illnesses involved, if there were some very precarious situations, I want to keep checking back through emails with my clients. You know what I mean? I'm not like, hey, let's get this read and I'll see you in 500 years. I want to know the progress. And what fills me with the most love, happiness, hope, and positivity is I know that I have guided a few people out of some very dangerous shark-filled waters where, there were some heavy consequences if their paths weren't altered a bit. And the fact that they were listening to guidance and clear common sense, because I don't just start to talk. I know exactly what I'm talking about. If it takes very intricate measures to figure out things, I'll research that. I'll call friggin' Yale. I'll call friggin' Harvard. I will call people. I will find out. I'm not just going to start talking. If it's a medical issue, if it's a heavy psychiatric issue, any of that, you know what I mean? I don't dispense medications or anything, but half of the battle is your mind in anything. It's absolutely your mind. And once you know you can do things, you can manifest, you can bring into, see how I speed up right now? Bring in the law of attraction. It's all about a little self-control, right? I would like to go out and buy beautiful things all day, I'm sure, but I don't do that. Know why? Because I want my son to go to Yale and I got to save some money for him. That's why. And also because I realize in stores, there's a type of energy, right? Not Black Friday, kill everybody, dead energy, but there is a certain energy for sure. It's not always good to be around. So what we're going to do now is, what vibe do I give off? I love this so much. It's so simple and it says a ton about people, doesn't it? What vibe do I give off? It's simply when you come in a room, you're in the presence of somebody. What do people feel? You know what I mean? And we're going to put a top card, Ace of Wands. And it's so funny. Hi, Redneck Girl. I thought that was so cute that your grandmother was named Omega, because then I'm seeing Omega everywhere now. Every freaking place I go on the internet, I see Omega. And I'm going to show you guys something in a minute. Okay, so 1 is going to be Ace of Wands. 2 is going to be 3 of Cups. And 3 is, I almost skipped 3. And 3 is going to be Temperance. I almost went right on to 4. I have to find this. While you look at that for a moment, I'm going to show you this picture. I was so happy. My guides are helping me every step of the way when I feel like I'm inundated, because I'll always take on more and I want to do answers. But I had my Instantgo ringing and I was trying to get their one question answers, and comments are very important to me. Wake up, I want to see how everybody's feeling, stuff like that. And I started to overwhelm myself, and then I just said, why don't you see what your real other friends are doing on Facebook, see how their kids are, how their businesses are going, and check in. And somebody had posted this in Raise Your Vibration, and I just thought it was the cutest, funniest thing, because I was like, I needed that. You know what I mean? Look out for those clues today where you feel like you're getting stressed or whatever. Look out for it. I got to take a picture of my thing at 10:10, and today is 10:10. So it was literally 10:10. Look at this. How funny is that? Local rock in great mood today. Breaking news. And then on the bottom, if it's even better, it says, erosion is not much happening, but we about to get ingenious. Look at that rock. Oh, it's funny, right? Okay, so let's get to your read, you guys. I'm very excited. Okay, what vibe are you giving off? 1, 2, 3. Sometimes we're not even aware, right? We simply get up, go places. We're not certain what our posture is telling people. Okay, we got our 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Wow, look at all the 7s. Yay! And the Fool. Very nice. Wow, this is very good. Whew. Love it. Let me move this out of the way for a second so you guys can have the focal. Okay. Oh, love it. I almost wish I had the steam trunk thing so I could read straight out of that, their interpretations, because it's so beautiful. But this is very clear. I'm sorry, I have to have lots of water. I got to stay completely hydrated. So yes. Okay. What vibe do you give off? Okay. Woo! All right. So this is lighthearted, first of all. Lighthearted and adventurous. And you're very welcome where you go in those things. You are not judgmental. You're not making people uncomfortable. You make eye contact. You're warm and natural. I always feel that with the Joker. You travel light. You're not materialistic. So you could just have on your, I feel like a lot of you are wearing Converse sneakers with like khakis and jeans, and you're very chill. You like linen. You like soft materials that aren't, you know, cumbersome, just light natural cottons and linens, with these double sevens too of swords and things. People find you very intelligent, a heavy thinker. But what comes into this, it's weird, is like people are a little threatened by your looks, I see. Every once in a while, this can happen, especially between women. And I don't know why, because it's not like one good-looking woman gets all the men in the world, so I don't even know where that comes from, you know what I mean? But on occasion, I have gone to my counter at my jobs and had like a good-looking woman either just be so sweet and go, wow, you are extremely good-looking, and then I'll tell her the same thing, and then we'll laugh, and I go, oh my God, we should get our own show, and we'll make a joke out of it. But if you get somebody 25 and under, the opposite can happen. If they are insecure and you come up to them, they literally will be laughing and smiling with whoever they're with. They will drop that smile into like this scowl almost instantly. And it's the most horrible thing to experience as another female. You know right away they see you as competition. You know they're going to say something bitchy or snarky to try to elevate themselves, which go ahead. Let's play this, shall we, 25-year-old? You know what I mean? But it's like, look, you'll find your space and time where you realize there's enough sunshine for everybody. Very little has to do with looks as you progress in life, for sure, right? But you are good looking, and I feel like you have it. It can be problematic because I feel like you get envy and jealousy, which is okay because having that, you wear it lightly and you put people at ease and you joke. And I feel, again, you're very artsy and earthy and spiritual, so you could really care less and you calm people down. But your overall vibe, like when you walk in a room and someone goes, wow, that person's attractive, but I feel like you first assess what is going on. You use your emotional intelligence to gauge the temperature of the room. You know what I mean? You don't swan dive right in there like, tra-la-la, here comes the moonbeams, sunbeams, the whole world, and you're sprinkling glitter everywhere. You're assessing what is going on and reading people's faces. And also, you're an excellent listener. I feel like people definitely get that vibe from you. You don't have to be the one that's the center of all. You really care about what people are saying. And people adore that. They really do. Number one thing on any survey I've ever read in anything is people want to really, really be seen and heard. When you go up to a counter, they want eye contact. They want a hello. You ever work at any kind of store and you say hello to somebody and they're like, coffee? Or wherever you work, if you work in the food industry, or you go to the bank and you're like, money. You know what I mean? Just those people, they don't even look up from their phone, and you're like, oh my God, I guess human contact isn't really necessary anymore, so I'll just go live in a cave with my cat Winter and my tarot cards, and I'll see you later. You know what I mean? I'm not offended anymore, but I think it's crazy. But again, if we could name this in 3 words, because I like to work in threes today, and today is 10-10, by the way. It is basically that you are lighthearted, spiritual, and the vibe that you also give off, besides just being attractive, is you wear that lightly. So you have a nice, quiet confidence, but you are an excellent listener, and the vibe you give off is basically chill. You know what I mean? You'd be welcome anywhere in every circumstance because you're not there to judge and be a bitch or an a-hole or a whatever, a macho guy or any of those things. You just want experience and experience. You know what I mean? Like you'd go to the Met Gala. Hi, Madison, if you're watching. Madison and I are going to the Met Gala next year. There's no way we are not going. So if anybody wants to join us, just let me know. I'm going to call Bethany Frankel. We going. Starting to make my dress right now. So anyway, yeah, very chill. You could be anywhere from the Met Gala down to the city dump and you'd be smiling and talking to people. It's very lovely. I love going to grocery stores and just smiling at the workers because that was my first job and I love it. Those people work friggin' hard, you know what I mean? And a lot of them have 2 jobs. So yeah, again, you're a people person. That's the vibe you give off. Very comfortable. So very nice. If that's you guys and you're new, don't forget to like and press subscribe right now. Press it! And all my links are below if you need a private read. Stuff is getting very elevated this time of year, and people are almost getting frightened at how rapidly they are able to manifest. So if you need any help with that, just let me know. Okay, number two, because people ask. So I'm making it really clear. I'm slowing my roll. Yes. Nice. Let me just get this. I love this. I love this. I love this. So, your vibe. Look at this with the freaking, look at the snow globe with the snow globe. What the hell? Love it. Yeah, so we got the world, nice. We got the 8 of swords. Look at that. That's so sweet. So basically, yeah, I want to share this too. Sometimes when we go, this is what I get by vibes. You'll get that at work, things like that. But what I mean in terms of certain vibes too is the way that you make eye contact, your posture, your body, all those things. That's a big part of this. Now, when you walk into a place, right away people see a formidable person, but they see somebody who has the energy and persuasion to change an actual event for the better. You know what I mean? You have a mystical, magical air of, wow, with the world and all this, yeah. You're just sort of floating in. You're like, you're not spouting anything. It's your mere presence. You have a stance. I feel like you have excellent posture. You walk beautifully like a dancer. You have an elegance and a swish about you that is just like, voila. You know what I mean? You ever see that movie Chocolat? You're like Binoche and that, Juliette Binoche. That I get, you know, that happy, I guess, or what does she always say? I bet I can guess your favorite. And she wants to know, like, what your favorite kind of chocolate is. And because she has a little gypsy blood in her as well, she has a knack for that. And she's warm and friendly in her smile. She's one of my favorite actors. You have that presence about you, like swish. You come in and people are at ease. You have a lot of answers because I feel like you love trivia. I feel like you like a lot of strange trivia. Again, I keep hearing the names Jennifer, Aaron, Rebecca, all those things. For men, I hear John and I hear... I don't know why Albert, what the hell? But that I feel like you like the esoteric, you like you study a little bit of everything and you find the world fascinating. You find animals and their lives very fascinating. And I want to share this one thing I saw was so beautiful. I've never seen giraffes fight before, and I was watching BBC, and it was amazing how these 2 old bulls that were territory, they basically used their neck to go underneath the other giraffe, grab their legs and pull them over. I was like, whoa. And what happens is their head hits the floor the wrong way because they're discombobulated and they knock themselves out. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But I feel like something like that is of interest to you and you're like a font of knowledge. So you're welcome everywhere. But yeah, number 1 vibe is just chill and very accepting. And I feel like you go with the flow and you don't ever harp on the negative. You're just like, sort of, that's over, man. Who cares? You know what I mean? I feel like people that are Debbie Downers and negative get on your nerves very quickly because you feel like telling them, snap out of it. Life's too short. And I feel like you're the answer person, but you're not going to put up with that bull, which is great. So that is you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. Subscribe right now. And all my links are below if you need a private read. I'm getting a lot of stuff on Instantgo for one questions because people are now, they have those building blocks. They're seeing the synchronicities at a rapid pace now, the 1111s, the 555, the 444s, and it's like making them wonder, what is all this? What is the meaning of all this? And it does depend on the individual, but it's pretty clear messages that basically the gatekeepers are letting out your angels and your guides to start to give you warnings. You're on the right path. You're paying attention to the right things. You're living that, you know, the 4 corners of the honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love, which is raising your vibration. So they're giving you universal gifts. They're giving you abundance. They're giving you love, all those things. So yeah, appreciate it. Just show gratitude. Nice. So we're going on number 3 right now. I'm going to start making the markers very clear, because I know sometimes I rely on Redneck Girl and some people for my timestamps, because I just get a little inundated with time, and so sometimes it takes 10, 20 minutes, sometimes even an hour to catch up. But by these markers, that's how you'll know when the change is occurring. Okay, I'm going to do that from now on. Wow! Ooh, you got the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Ooh, and the Moon. Very nice. Okay, this is very, very good and very, very clear. Okay, look at that by the moonlight. I've been singing all morning. I'm very happy. I love sometimes dates, I'm connected to them, and I wake up as soon as I start praying, meditating, or asking my guides right away. Please help me calm, focused, and give me guidance today so I can do my best reads, really connect with people and get the right answers, and so on and so forth. So the second I did that, I felt grounded and calm. My speech slowed down. I was very, very excited for this. And this is amazing for you guys. Okay. So basically your vibe you give off with the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the Moonlight is that you are a self-contained unit. You are very cool, calm, and collected. You know what you want, but you're also an action taker. Like if there's something going on and everybody's like, well, who's going to be the team leader? Who's going to do this? You're like me. If they're like, where should we go on a trip? You're like Brazil. If they're like, what grocery store are we going to? You're like Whole Foods. Like you are just the answer man. And that's, people accept that. You know what? You have a sense of direction. People don't want to always have to make choices. It's exhausting making choices. It really, really is, right? And then with this, you also have a knack with money. So people see you as someone who is very wise with money. You know how to make a dollar stretch, where to go to get the right things, high quality for lower costs. Like, yeah, you're the answer man for that. So the vibe you give off is someone who's smart, polished. I feel like you're very together. I feel like you have a nice fashion sense. If you're a woman, you have very beautiful but minimal makeup. Like you really like a pop-in lip but subtle eyes, things like that. I see that. I just see simple, fresh beauty. I feel like you're earthy as well. You like blues and creams and whites, things like that. But I also feel like you're very spiritual, and people think that you, that's another vibe you give off, that you are spiritual, and you have a lot of authenticity about you. You don't feel like you have to make up anything, exaggerate anything, and you're a bit ethereal, which makes you kind of dreamy, and yeah, just beautiful and light like that, you know, like again, I keep hearing dancers in my head. Like I see dancers and people with music, and you have a fantastic imagination too. I feel like there's a lot of artists in this group. So that's amazing. That's you guys. I'm sorry to cut number 3 a little shorter, but for time frames in this type of video, I have to be under usually 25 minutes or there starts to be upload complications. So yeah, you guys just, yeah, a little bit of magic, you know what I mean? You come in and you're a little abracadabra and people are like, wow, you know what I mean? You're not someone that goes unnoticed when you come into a room, which is nice, right? People don't like, who would want to feel invisible? How sad would that be where you come in and somebody looks up for a minute and they instantly look away, right? Like, what the hell? That's why if I notice anybody in a social event that feels like they're left out, they're my new best friend. I don't care if they spit at me the whole time when they're talking. That happens, by the way. I always pick up all the weirdos at weddings. So I'm like, come on, weirdos, let's go. You know what I mean? That person standing by themselves. Get all the weirdos and help them out, man. You end up getting the best stories from them anyway. So again, you guys, magic, magic, magic. Yeah, peaceful, intuitive, lovely, dreamy, great with money, solid, authentic. You're just like, just cutting a swathe. Very nice. I love that. So if you guys are new, don't forget to like and press that subscribe button. Do it. Edward, tell them. He said do it. And all my links are below if you need a private read, because you guys are going to start seeing all the synchronistic numbers. You're going to see 1111, 22, all those things. So get ready. I'm excited for everyone. Okay, I'm going to go upload this. Peace out.